A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here. A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Broncos had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
You talk about this Chiefs defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. There's some nice young faces playing for it. Let's see if they can get this done.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this is incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down. And he's going to have it by 20. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second down and a yard. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Khalil Herbert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And that goes for a gain of 31.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his open man. It's Carr. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Randy Gregory. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped him. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throwing is Wilson. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Mahomes going to throw. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Go 14.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Tempo, tempo.
Play action. It's Wilson. With that one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A nice gain of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Alert, 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 alert. 14.
On first and 10, it's Herbert. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2-yard line.
Second and 1 from the 2. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third down and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second and 10. Wilson. Short throw caught by Dosich. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Tiny Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Easy.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
15.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
By George Karlaftis. A 9-yard loss. It's now second and 19.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
Go, go, go.
A give left side here for Herbert. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And off right side for Herbert. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They go play action with Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown is 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mahomes now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game. A really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it? Or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
Rolling to his right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. On play action, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Touchdown! Chris Godwin halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his open man, it's Carr. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
A hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A carry here for Hunt. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Good job right there.
Wilson. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Now here's Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Here's 2nd down. Mahomes to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 5.
Here's Wilson.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Denver, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will